When I was scrambling for cigarette butts in the gutter like a wild dog, I never imagined that the hollowed-out shell of a man, eaten away by drugs, could one day push through the finish line of a grueling training, facing the wind. Back then, I was just rotting away in my own addiction. I dragged a girl I just started dating into the abyss with me, and it wasn't until her father slammed into my face, not until I abandoned her as she knelt, gagging, sick to her stomach, all for another cigarette, that I vaguely realized I turned my life into a complete joke. The real awakening came in prison. My mother told me she was going to have an abortion. Those words stabbed through me like a knife. I swallowed a broken fork wanting to end it all, but in those near-death moments all I saw was her face and our unborn child. After my release, the cold body of a close friend jolted me awake for Gusuv. I continued down this path, I to be next, and then she appeared standing there with a noticeable bump. I placed my hand on her stomach, right there in the muddy grave her father had kicked me into, and swore I would get clean. I would become a real father. Zahofrotka. The rehab center had no walls, but it was tougher than any prison. As the new guy, I was on my hands and knees scrubbing floors when withdrawal convulsions seized my body. I do bite down on my arm, stare at her picture, and repeat, "One you can fuck." Even after I was shaved bald and sent back to square one for hiding that photo, I refused to break. I trained swimming before dawn, rode a broken down bike late into the night. Sweat soaked through my clothes, but it felt like it was washing the decay out of my bones. When I signed up for that brutal training program, I had zero confidence. But each time I choked on pool water, each time my legs trembled so badly I could barely stand on the track. Only one thought pushed me forward. Keep going. When I finally crossed the finish line, the stadium was long empty, but I cried with a smile on my face, because I had the man I used to be, or had beaten the man I used to be. Later, she ended up in a vegetative state outside her hospital room. I saw the silhouette of a little girl, and my heart raced even when her father shoved me away. I did smack back down. These days, you won't find me searching for cigarette butts. Instead, you see me training under the morning sun. I finally learned. Rebirth is no overnight miracle. It's all the grit to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when it hurts. If you don't give up, flowers can bloom even in the deepest abyss.